Awesome. Thank you. All right. I call the meeting of the Sanborn Regional Board to order. Stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Great. Okay. Do I have any action on the minutes from a month ago, February 7th, 2024?
Motion to approve?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Unanimous. Great, thank you. Okay, I will get the manifest documents going around in a minute. Tom, resignations in superintendent's reports.
We have one resignation, Bradley Louis Vigers, assistant principal at high school.
I accept with regrets. Second.
All in favor? Unanimous. Your report.
Sure. I'll be relatively brief. I just wanted to thank everyone for the support and time. I submitted my doctoral dissertation to ProQuest last Saturday night. For those of you who are in the know, that's the last final piece where you submit the paper to be presented to the public and it becomes a part of the Library of Congress. I look forward to presenting to the school board at an upcoming meeting about my research. And I'll also be presenting to the middle school staff and the high school staff about my research. It is very odd feeling to come to work each day and not have the anxiety of papers and meetings with people and more conversations, transcripts. So I'm kind of in this weird zone of kind of, as Dr. Dawson described it, you kind of don't know what to do with yourself when you first finish that kind of paper. It's been really a long journey, and I just wanted to publicly thank the school board for the support and the staff in particular at the high school who participated in the research. And I also wanted to take a minute to thank the SAU staff that have been incredibly supportive of me as I went through this process, because it has not been easy to run a school district and be a doctoral student at a university like Northeastern. They are very rigorous. They asked for a lot more than other programs, and I gave a lot more and I got a lot more out of it. And we'll talk about that more in the future. So on that note, I'm looking forward to the next steps, and I'm also looking forward to the springtime. So I gave up, no snow yay. It's over. It's, I mean, unless there's a fluke, you never know. April could light up. I have read that research, I've not studied the research, but March is the first snowiest month and April sometimes is the second. And right now I don't believe it. I actually brought my mountain bike in to get it tuned up. I'm just ready to change. Let's just.
John and I's birthdays.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So my feeling is I'm just going to give up and move on to other funner pastures. And I hope everyone else is. We're looking forward to spring sports. I'm sure that Rebecca will have a great update about what's going on with the students. And I also just wanted to say that I am incredibly happy about the hard work that our teaching staff has put into the CKLA curriculum this year. We are very excited to see what that does to our academic data. But more importantly, I'm getting more and more feedback that the kids are excited and engaged in learning at school. And that's what this is all about. So on that note, I'll turn it back over to you. And I can't wait to see what's going to happen in the next 4 months at the Sanborn Regional School District.
Well, thank you. And congratulations on your doctorate.
Thank you.
And this is a little congratulations.
Thank you.
Board. And there's also cake and cupcakes over
Oh,
there.
jeez.
Because not only did Tom get his doctorate, but it's also Phyllis's birthday, and Phyllis is the glue that holds this place together. So we wanted to.
Can we sing? No? Oh.
I don't think anybody wants to hear me sing.
Yeah, me either. But
For the record, can we just make sure the applause was Phyllis, please?
The
Yeah, oh.
applause was for Phyllis.
I was applauding for Phyllis.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Dr. Tom.
Thank you.
Dr.
Yeah, it's so weird because people keep calling me Dr. Ambrose and I'm like,
Well,
So
you changed
it's,
your voicemail as soon.
I did change my voicemail right away. That was pretty exciting. My kids are making fun of me a lot, which is normal.
I was
So
gonna say, that's par for the course.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's a learning lesson because my kids thought you were like a medical doctor.
Oh, so you had to explain to them the difference in the research?
Alex personalized the cake for you tonight and she wanted to draw like a stethoscope on it. Don't tell her I said that.
It's not,
Alex.
not a recording.
Wait.
Strike that.
Thank you.
Strike that.
That'll be
Well, that's very nice of you. Thank you.
Oh, all right. Do we have any subcommittee reports tonight?
I don't think so.
All right. So we will move on to Rebecca, the council representative report.
So before the break, we had Winter Carnival and our pep rally, and the junior class did win that. Youth in Action is working with the reading specialist, Miss Woods, to gain skills for reading to the kids at the elementary school. And in March, they're going to visit and read a book called Gizmo's Possum Guide, which teaches children how to recognize and cope with sad, mad, and worried feelings and how to reach out to trusted adults so that they can understand how that works in everyday life. The middle school kindness challenge was learning about how small acts of kindness can have a big impact. And they also brought in over 200 boxes of cereal, which were donated to end 68 Hours of Hunger. And before that, they did set them all up and play a game of dominoes in the mini gym to demonstrate the impact of the domino effect of kindness. The high school cheer team just competed and they placed top 5. So they're moving on to another competition Thursday. And we're hoping that they're going to place top 3 in that so they can go compete in the stadium at UMass. And then hopefully they would win that.
Yep, tomorrow at Pinkerton. Go see,
Okay.
$5 at the door. Should be fun. All right, first public comment. All right. Matt, does this one this public hearing have to happen at a certain time, or is this one 6:30? That's what I thought. It didn't say, so I was just checking, making sure I didn't mistake, so we'll wait for that one. Would everybody be okay if we move on to 7.2 and 16 Hours of Hunger?
Mhm.
Okay, Heidi.
Me 1 second to get set up.
All right, and I'm going to move because I don't. That's all right. I want to look at it, not have it in my head, so.
Actually, I have a great video
It's on.
for the kids.
Yep.
So that'll be exciting.
In here.
How's the? Couldn't see any.
No. Put this back. Alrighty, is this on? Yep, good. All right, so I'm Heidi Levitt. I'm the Director of Counseling here at the high school, and I'm here to talk to you folks tonight a little bit about how we support the social services needs of our students and our families. Matt had asked me to talk a little bit about N68. Matt Angel had asked me to talk a little bit about N68 Hours of Hunger, but I thought since I have the platform, why not just talk a little bit about all of the things that we do to support those social service needs of our kids in our community. So throughout the year, we have ongoing support for the students here. We have something called care closets at every one of our schools where we have it's a closet, a shelving unit where we have things like hygiene, personal hygiene items. We might have hair ties. We might have snacks for kids. Kids can just go up to their teacher and ask for whatever it is that they need. And they have it. And then most of these items are donated from the community. We've been able to purchase summer clothes for our kids so that they go off with sneakers and shorts and summer jackets, a raincoat, whatever they might need for the summertime. It's actually not Jessica's closet. I had a moment of thinking I was in Massachusetts for a minute. It's actually called Becca's Closet, which is our prom closet. And we have free prom gowns and attire for our students when they attend the prom or any formal. And we also have in that closet clothing for students who might need a dress-up shirt, a button-down shirt, a jacket, tie to go to interviews. So, and those are all donated from the community. A few years ago, we had Macy's called us and they were closing one of their Macy's stores. And they asked us if we wanted prom dresses, and we got over 100 prom dresses that were brand new, had the Macy's tags on them. And so now if you take a wander through the high school upstairs, it looks like a Macy's or a Glitterati store because there are prom gowns hanging up all over the place. And the kids love to try them on. So it's exciting. And it really reduces the stigma of buying a prom gown because they are so expensive. Additionally, we have clothing closets. So we have folks who will donate, a lot of our staff, if they have their own children, they'll donate clothing to the closet. It's jeans, it's sweatshirts, leggings, sneakers, so that if a student comes in and they, a staff member might notice that they have holes in their shoes or that they might need that they're wearing the same clothes over and over, they'll discreetly ask them, and then we can bring them into the clothing closet and they can take whatever they need in order to replace the things that they have that are worn out. We've also been able to purchase new school clothes with Kohl's vouchers. So we partnered with a local organization and they gave us clothing vouchers for Kohl's, and our kids were able to go down and just get some free clothes from there. And then we were also able to purchase some clothes with some donations that we've received. We've bought school supplies for kids for them to be able to come back to school. So backpacks, lunch boxes, all of the fun things. And oftentimes when we're doing this, we'll bring, and when I say we, I mean the school counselors or the nurses, will bring the kids in and let them shop on Amazon for the items so that we're not just picking them out, because my taste might be very different than a 14-year-old's, at least I hope it is, so that they go in and get to pick out the clothes that they want to wear, not what I want to wear. We this year were able to do 19 Thanksgiving baskets for our families who receive End 68 Hours of Hunger. And we also did winter holiday food baskets, and those come with everything from a tablecloth and some fun little things to put on the table, all the way to the dessert fixings, as well as a gift card. And the gift cards are specific gift cards that are for food only, so they exclude some of the other things that you wouldn't want people to be able to buy, but they're for food specific and the entire meal. So from literally soup and nuts to the desserts and the tablecloths for their tables. And then our most exciting thing, and probably the biggest event that we do throughout the year, is our giving tree. So you can see the numbers there. We served a lot of kids the last couple of years, and the presents that the students receive are from the parents. So the parents know what their kids want. We send out the form to folks, and then the parents fill out the form. We follow the rules of something you want, something you need, something to wear, and something to read. And then the kids often get a lot more than that. And our staff will take names off of the giving tree. And then we're also able to purchase a lot of the other supplemental things through the donations that we've received. And I know we're going to talk about the Bletzer family later on in the evening, but we just want to say a tremendous thank you to them for their very generous donation. They've been able to support us the last couple of years, and that's how we've been able to do all of these programs. So End 68 Hours of Hunger is also our other bigger social service program that we have at the school. So this is from their website. It's a public nonprofit effort to confront the approximately 68 hours of hunger that some children experience between the free lunch they receive in school on Friday and the free breakfast they receive in school on Monday. So that's 68 hours from lunchtime on Friday until Monday is when we support their nutritional needs. So they leave with 3 dinners, and then they have lunches, they have breakfast, they have snacks. So that way that can get them through the weekends. We do it very discreetly. The kids leave with black, it looks like a market basket bag that they take home. and they pick it up on Fridays. For our littlest ones, the school counselors will put it on the bus because they tend to be heavy. You think about carrying in those market basket bags, and some of those little preschoolers, they're so little. Carrying jars of spaghetti sauce and boxes of pasta would be pretty heavy for them. So the school counselors help them out. Right now, we're serving about 30 students per week. We are a New Hampshire Food Bank approved site, so I pick up food from the New Hampshire Food Bank in Manchester. I place the order and then we pick it up and bring it out here and fill our food pantry. We also receive donations from Hannaford, so Hannaford has identified us as being a recipient for their donations. We have an Amazon wish list, and we have our food donation bins in every school. Go ahead.
Is that Amazon wish list listed somewhere publicly?
Yeah, it's on the Sanborn and 68 Hours of Hunger page.
Okay, thank you.
And we're very excited that this year we're going to be joining with the PTO to create birthday kits. So we'll have, make sure that every student, if it's been their birthday during the course of the week that we're sending home a food bag, they'll get a birthday box that will have the makings for a birthday cake, birthday card, candles, and maybe some little gadgets. And then one new thing that we did this year too for our donation was we had the middle school kindness challenge that Rebecca spoke about. And I'm hoping this video works. The video was created by Isabella Cook and Brooklyn Ortiz, who are students here at the high school. And they videotaped this, the middle school participating in the kindness challenge.
Did you know that the month of February is Random Acts of Month? This year, the Sanborn Middle School took on a kindness challenge to collect one cereal box per year. We set up the cereal boxes like dominoes as a reminder of how we can all impact each other. After the demonstration, the cereal boxes will be donated back to the country to help anybody who may need. How can kids change the world? One act of kindness at a time. And what's the first thing you think of when you hear the word kindness? To be nice to others. I think it's good to inform our school about kindness. Continue to share kindness from one school to another. Can your school be taking the domino effect? Can you take the challenge to be kind? I want all schools and everyone to provide the kindness matters most. I think that we need to be kind to each other and respect each other's boundaries. So what made you want to participate in this challenge? Just to make it better for the school for happiness. Because there's been like problems and this help the school better. Kindness is building people up instead of bringing them down. Kindness is being a good friend. Kindness is when you smile at someone in the hallway. Kindness is being a nice person. Kindness is thinking before you speak. Did you know?
Sorry. So that's been super exciting, and our middle school has challenged Ellis School, Timberlane Middle School, and Epping Middle School to meet the challenge. We saw this from Litchfield. Litchfield Middle School put out the challenge to other New Hampshire middle schools, and we've passed it on. And from what I've heard, the challenge has been accepted from those schools. So hopefully they'll have a great video to share back with us. And this is high school kids. They packed, they are the Key Club or other students who are looking for some community service hours, pack the food for us every week. They bag up all of the food. They go into the food pantry, figure out what's on the list because we have a specific list of food that we pack for families. It's all nutritional food. And they pack it up and then they pack it up in my car and I drive it around. I give them the keys to my car, which is very scary giving it to a 14-year-old to say, here, I'm in spot 133, go put this in my car. But they do, and they bring my keys back every time. And I haven't noticed an increase in the mileage after they're done. So I'm assuming they're not taking my cool minivan for a ride around the parking lot. What can the school board and how can our community continue to support our families? Spread the word. We know that so many more people need our help and they're unaware of all of the supports that we offer here at the school. Rockingham County has a 5.4% poverty and food insecurity rate. And right now we're only serving 30 students. So if we were to serve about 5%, we'd be at, my math is not great, but I think right around 70 students. So there's a good number of students that we're missing that we could be helping. We could ask people to donate to our wish list. And if there are other organizations that you know of in the community that provide similar services, we'd love to partner with them to be able to increase the benefits and supports for our families. Times are tough. We all know that. And we just want to make sure that our kids have everything that they need so that they can be the best learners that possible. And that's all I have. Does anybody have any questions for me? Excellent. Great. Thank you.
Thank you, Heidi.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Heidi.
Thanks for all you do.
Heidi.
That's right.
Heidi, I just wanted to say thank you for that presentation. That was absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
And thank you for everything that you've done. It's
Welcome. That's the best part of my job.
All right. We only have 5 minutes until we need to go to public hearing. Can we do the $500? Does that have to be public?
or
Public
at
hearing?
the
No,
same
we can
time,
do it
no,
now.
we can do that now.
That one right now?
All right, do that one. We received a $500 donation from Global Partners, which owns ExxonMobil gas stations, and they've given us a $500 grant towards our STEM program here at the high school.
Great.
And I'm asking the board to accept it.
Accept with thank you.
So, yeah.
Did you motion?
I said motion to accept with thank
Okay.
you.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Other than thank you to
Thank you.
Mobile for the
And it
donation.
looks like it's our local station in Kingston. So it says in collaboration with the distributor and your local ExxonMobil station. So thank you to our local station here in Kingston.
Great. All right, all in favor?
Great, thank you.
Unanimous. Thank you. All right. 3 minutes.
Could do approval of the academic calendar unless there's an outstanding issue with it.
I don't know. Anybody going to have any issues with the academic calendar? Or can I move that one quickly? Has everybody had a chance to look at it?
Pretty much the same as this year, just bumped forward with
Yep.
Exeter and the SSD.
Christmas.
Oh, yes, we worked hard with a number of districts to have, because of the way the holiday fell, we're going to have 2 weeks off for Christmas next year.
Oh.
So it looks pretty fun when you look at
Wow.
the calendar.
I saw that. I'm like, oh, those kids are going to be
Well,
very happy.
It's in the folder.
Oh, yeah.
Got really excited all of a sudden. He was,
My favorite time of year.
hey, Laura, book the place at seven.
Accordingly.
All right,
That works perfect.
that's great.
Fun.
All right, so academic calendar. Does anybody have any questions, concerns, or does somebody want to make a motion on it to move it?
Motion to approve.
Great.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Oh,
Actually, can I ask a question? So
Absolutely.
are we continuing on with what we did this year in terms of the professional development days?
Yes, it's,
Okay.
we have to because of the layout with Exeter and the way that the law is now, it really kind of locks us in. But the nice thing is it was easier to negotiate this year because the hardest year was the first year.
Okay.
So the districts met, it was a very quick process this year.
Okay.
Or relatively quick.
Okay.
Yep.
all right, all in favor? Unanimous. Great. All right.
I think we're good.
I think we're close enough.
Yeah.
All right, so Matt, $5,000.
All right, we received another $5,000 donation to the school district to support kids in need. And this has been a local family. I'm not sure if I should say their name.
Oh,
out
no,
loud.
it's okay. I'm actually going to read a letter.
Okay,
After when you're ready. So do you want me to?
go right ahead.
So I just can't thank enough, John and Laura Bletzer. Is this the third time, Heidi? Yeah, the third time they've given us $5,000 to help children in need. And when Mr. Bletzer and I first spoke, when he gave us the money, he asked me to ensure, which is why the letter reads as follows. It says, my wife and I would like to make a $5,000 charitable contribution to the Sanborn Regional School District. We would like the funds to be used to support kids in need. Examples would be kids in need of shoes, clothing, expenses for extracurricular activities, and anything that the superintendent deems appropriate. We hope this helps you take care of the kids in the Sanborn Regional School District. Thanks, Laura and John Bletzer. This money has made a huge difference, and I want to share with you what that is. I asked Heidi, because she and I have worked collaboratively to spend this money over the years that we've been working together. And I asked her to kind of help me to summarize. So I want to give credit, even though my signature's on this page. I appreciate how much work you did to help kind of synthesize what's happened. So I wrote this to John and Laura. I want to express my sincere gratitude for your recent donation of $5,000 to the Sanborn Regional School District to support children in need. Heidi Levitt, Director of Counseling, relayed to me that your past contributions have helped 30 students this Christmas and 29 students last year at the high school and middle school, 42 students this year and 40 students last year at the 2 elementary schools. Your gift allowed us to purchase winter jackets, snow pants, boots, hats, gloves, slippers, and blankets. Additionally, we've been able to purchase summer and spring clothes and sneakers for children at elementary schools for the last 2 seasons. Every student on our weekend food list has received hats and gloves and mittens for the last year, and we have been able to purchase work boots and jeans for some of our students who are heading to SST and apprenticeship programs. One of our students was able to try snowboarding this year through the ski club. A teacher sponsored her ticket, and we were able to buy her a ski jacket, snow pants, and mittens. She was so excited to be able to participate. This is one of our students who is at our school on the McKinney-Vento homeless student law. She was very grateful to be able to participate in an activity with her friends, especially knowing that she did not have to burden her mother with the costs. Your assistance has truly made a difference for our kids, and we cannot thank you enough. I was thinking about how we've been raising money for the food account as well that we've been working on this last year. And maybe if parents aren't accessing that for lunch, we could talk with Heidi about supporting her program and expanding that to be more. I just want to help the kids that need the help. But I can't thank Mr. Bletzer enough. And I have Phyllis reached out to him today. I just wanted to make sure before I talked about him and Laura personally that was okay. But I also will be giving them a call and just talking to them, because it's amazing what one family can do to help some kids. So I just couldn't be more grateful. And Heidi, I know you feel the same way.
All right, so we need a motion to accept the donation, correct?
That's correct.
I'll make a motion to accept.
Second.
Any discussion?
I just want to say thank you to the Bletzers. That is phenomenal. Like, I was tearing up listening to all of the what the money has gone to help the youth of the community. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right, all in favor? Unanimous. Thank you so very much. All right. So high school dates for approval. Jen.
Over here.
You shut it off.
Jen, are you going to project again?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Jen.
Yeah, I mean, I had Phyllis upload this, so you should have what I'm gonna show, but I'm a visual person myself, so I like to,
That's good for the people at home too.
exactly. Sorry, my HDMI cable thing's on the other side here. Okay. Get this in. All right. And while this is sort of warming up, I think the real approval date needed tonight, there's 2 dates. One would be graduation date, and the other is the last day of classes for seniors. So those are the 2 that you'll want to pay particular attention to. Right. Okay, so like last year, we have our big calendar of events for the year that has all kinds of events on it, from math team meets. I put all the school board meetings on it, everything. But then I like to sort of have a separate document to just highlight the end of the year senior slash junior with the prom, but nonetheless important events that come up pretty quick at the end of the year. So it's nice to have a one-stop shop. So a couple of things just are a little different this year, which I'm happy to talk about. We're moving our scholarship and senior honors dinner to a Tuesday night. It's historically been on a Monday night, but with sports, Dr. Dawson and I, we were looking at conflicts, and so May 14th really kicks off our first sort of end of year stuff with our scholarship night. So save the date for that. And again, it's a Tuesdays that had the least amount of conflicts with spring sports and games and such.
Can I just say that if you could make it, parents, everybody, it is one of the best nights of the year.
It is.
It really is fun. We have dinner in the cafeteria. It's a really nice dinner. People get to socialize, and then hearing everything that these students have received is just so uplifting. Just a little side
you.
note.
Invite only, though.
The board is welcome.
Mhm.
Okay, I just want to make sure the community knows.
Oh, thanks.
Students.
Yes, I was speaking to the board. If you all can make it that night, it would be really fun. It's a good time.
I'll send you invitations to all the end of the year events. So the next is prom, which is also a little different this year. So coming out of COVID, and hopefully I can stop saying that in a couple years where we're kind of past that. Groups really did struggle with fundraising, especially juniors. Even coming out that first year, they had a more normal year of school in their 9th grade year, but nonetheless, people still weren't doing the fundraising that, thankfully, we're kind of back to that now, and we're doing some big ones. We have the mattress fundraiser coming up this weekend for the music club, but it really hurt classes, and prom's very expensive. So to help mitigate some of that cost, we looked at Thursday night options. So you are not seeing things. It is a Thursday prom night. So I'll be sending information out to parents of juniors and seniors as to the expectations around prom and attendance and all that. We had prom on a school day last year, so it's going to be pretty typical in that regard. We will do a promenade or a grand march here. So it's more of a grand march. So again, we'll have the details out. But just keep in mind, it is a Thursday night, little bit of a change. Again, we had to deal with a couple of conflicts that came up. There was a conflict with a big track meet. We didn't want that. So this was really the best option. And a lot more cost effective for the kids, which is, again, another great thing if we can keep that cost down. Senior Sports Awards will come next. That's May 28th. The 29th would be the Music and Drama Awards. May 30th is our SST certificate night. It's not a graduation, but they are recognized. Our students are all recognized who attended programs at SST and given their certificate. It's a great night. There's a ton of people in attendance. I really enjoyed going last year, so I'm looking forward to that. Great way to celebrate our SST students. So again, thinking of dates that need board approval. So we would like to propose May 31st as the last day of classes for our seniors. They would, go to their classes, kind of wrap things up. Probably, I wouldn't imagine they're taking a test that day, but I'm hoping they're having opportunities to say goodbye to their teachers as sort of a farewell. We are also hoping to hold our second annual field day. For whatever reason, the high school had never held a field day prior to last year, and the kids wanted to have one, and we made it happen. So we're looking forward to having that again. It was a nice partnership last year as like the last day for the seniors too. It was a lot of fun. So then the senior trip, which you've already approved, that will be the following Monday night into Tuesday. So again, kind of makes sense to why the last day we're proposing would be the 31st. Then June 5th would be their yearbook. They would receive their yearbook and pick up their caps and gowns. They would come in and make sure all of their obligations are met. So if they owe money to the cafeteria, to the library, materials, books, we have lists. We check all those things off. And then we do our yearbook dedication in the auditorium. So that's a great day. And then June 6th, we would have students in for mandatory graduation practice. We would start in the auditorium, work our way into the gym, just like we will on the actual day. So I can change that to actually say auditorium/gym. Then the 6th would be baccalaureate. Similar to last year. Those of you who were able to attend, really great. We had sort of an ice cream social. It was an awesome way to, I think, do that night with the ice cream afterwards. And then June 7th would be the proposed graduation day. And we would start, we're going to change things up a little just after taking notes and what worked, what didn't work, what went well, what needs tweaking. We would like to do our class day earlier instead of having it later in the morning. And that'll be focused. Families are welcome to attend that if they choose. And then from there, the students will hit the buses by 9:30 and be off for my favorite part of graduation, which is the elementary walks. So it's an opportunity for our graduates to go back to Memorial, Bakey, or Ellis and visit their teachers and just see the littles, and gives the little something to sort of look up to and admire. That'll be me someday. Then the kids will come back. They'll watch their class video in the auditorium, and then we'll have the senior luncheon. Then at that point, everyone will sort of wrap up the day activities around 1:30. It's an early release day, so our students at the high school will be gone by 12 o'clock that day. So they'll be gone. So and the staff will have some time to go about their day before everyone comes back for graduation, which we are going to hold in the gym. It was really a great success last year. It was so smooth. It was safe. It was functional on so many levels, from really being a lot easier for those who struggle with mobility issues to just having an environment that we had a little bit more control over. We had a great police presence, which we'll do the same for this year. We still had the bagpipers. The temperature worked out with the gym having the air conditioning system. So it really was great. And there will be tickets available. We didn't have an issue with tickets, and we don't anticipate that. So fear not. We didn't have to turn anyone away, and I don't anticipate we would. And that's sort of it. Any questions?
Would you like the board to move the whole list just
Certainly could do it that way. Again, I think the two dates that really need the approval for sure would be the last day for the seniors and graduation. But certainly if you wanted to say yay to the whole thing, or nay, but hopefully yay. Whatever's easiest.
I have a question. Yeah. Let's ask a question.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The prom, I'm sorry if I said this, it was kind of hard for me to see over there, but did they go to the school the next day, or is the next day not a school day?
move to have them have it off.
Well,
It's gonna be rough.
So we're certainly going to hope that, the expectation will be it's a regular school day and that kids will be here. So that's what I'm going to say. I would say that always, that it is a school day. The staff will be here. We'll all be here. So, and there are a lot of other surrounding districts that have their prom in the middle of the night, no, please, no, just in the middle of the week. Who said I've been up early? Yeah. No, they have moved to looking at weekdays for proms. And typically there is school the next day. I mean, so I'm not gonna,
It might actually be
advertise.
safer in the long run being on a Thursday.
yeah, exactly. Just knowing, and the kids who have games on that next Friday, they have to come to school. So they don't necessarily have to come. The kids know the expectations and what they need to do and who needs to do what, but I
And
think
let's-
it'll be good. The prom's over at 10.
I was gonna say, and let's be honest, what junior, senior isn't up until at least 10, 11,
Yeah.
12 o'clock at night anyways on any given night
Yeah.
before school, so.
Right.
And
And we figured, it's a Thursday. It's not like it's a Tuesday night and then the rest of the week is, a struggle. So,
Where is the Black Swan Country Club?
oh, it's in Georgetown, Massachusetts.
Okay, thank
So
you.
it's,
I just never heard of it.
yeah, it used to be the Georgetown Country Club and then they changed hands. And so it's not too far. Similar distance to, where's it been in the past? A little further than the Castleton location, but
So I would like to make a motion to approve the end of year events, all of them, to include the important graduation dates laid out in this presentation.
Second.
All right, any further discussion? All in favor? Unanimous. Thank you.
thank you.
That was a good motion.
Okay. You're back ahead.
Very impressive.
All right. So next we'll move on to approval of the yearbook advertisement.
All right. So normally the school board places a yearbook advertisement and along with that comes a inspirational quote. And I wondered if any of you would like to take the lead on the inspirational quote. You don't need that this evening.
I make a motion to have Micah design it and lay it out and come up with it. Second. There you
I
go.
can find a
I was going to say, I think
You
Heather
can
likes
be-
to find the quote, but
quote. I can send it to my.
I will
I was-
take all the help that I can get.
I was-
yeah. Okay. So,
I accept with regret.
with regret. Great. So we just need a motion to spend the $325 that we do annually for this.
My fee is way higher than that.
Okay. Well, it's not for your fee. It's for the yearbook.
I got
I make a motion to approve the 325 for the school board's dedication in the yearbook.
Do I-
Second.
Great, thank you.
Like, did I say that?
Comment? Poor Micah. All in favor? Unanimous.
Thank you.
Good
you.
note Before you go.
No,
Right.
screw reversal.
Okay, we're,
Yeah, I think I would just say that publicly because.
yeah,
it was on-
okay, so, middle school firewall, we're gonna table this item until our next meeting, March 20th, 2024. So we have a little more time to digest all of the information that.
And feel free to email Mr. Angel questions in advance.
Yeah.
So that he can do some
Yeah.
front loading so that you know what's going on.
Yeah, we
Yep.
want to make educated decisions here.
Yep.
so Taking a little time just makes sense on this one.
Yep.
Perfect. Second public comment. All right. Since there is no old business, the next Sanborn Regional School Board meeting will be held on Wednesday, March 20th, 2024 at 6 PM in the Sanborn Regional High School Library. And the second voting session of the annual district meeting will be held on Tuesday, March 12th, that's next Tuesday, from 8 AM to 8 PM in the Swayze Gymnasium on the seminary campus for Kingston voters, and at 8D Merrimack Road, the fire rescue station for Newton voters. Would someone like to take us into non-public?
Move us into non-public RSA 91-A:3, Roman numeral 2, BCK.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Roll call in, Rick,
Yes.
Jeremiah,
Yes.
Laura,
Yes.
Micah,
Yes.
Heather,
Yes.
and myself, yes.